All right, this growth chart, then the next step, I'm putting the letters on the growth chart with, after I use my Cricut machine to make stencils with. So I'm fixing to pull the vinyl off and attach it to the wood and then draw around the numbers and draw around the letters. And then start CNCing them out with a CNC bit in my palm router. This says "Watch Me Grow" is the letters. There's the words on this board, and right here I'm weeding out the vinyl and making the stencil. It's stuck to the board now. I'm peeling the backing off of the vinyl stencil. So that's takes a little time to do this. It gets a little frustrating sometimes, but it works out pretty good. All right, now I'm taking a Sharpie. After I pulled all the vinyl out, just the letters are left there. The vinyl sticking there with the letters cut out of them. So I'm taking a Sharpie now and I'm outlining all the letters and those words there, so I can get ready to route them out with the bit in my palm router. All right, after I get the letters traced out with the Sharpie, I'm now peeling the vinyl off, and you can see the letters there on the board written in Sharpie. So that's my guideline to go through with the router, my palm router, and start carving out those letters, going by the line, the guidelines I drew with the Sharpie. Now comes time to route the letters out, going by the Sharpie markings of each letter in the words. I'm using my router with the CNC bit in it and cutting into the wood and carving out the letters for the saying on the board. All right, after the letters have been carved out of the wood, cut out of the wood with the CNC bit, I'm taking just some regular red paint here and using a chip brush and painting over the letters that have carved out. So what this is doing is covering the cutout of the letters, and it's also covering the top of the board as well. But what I'll do is I'll go back and sand all this off, just like I did the numbers and the inch lines. The red paint will stay down in the letters because it's inset, and then of course the surface will be sanded off. All right, here I go with the sander with a 60 grit paper on my palm sander. And I'm going to go and just run over the red with this, and it takes it right off the board on the surface level. And then as you can see, it's sort of dusty, but as you can see right below the 3 there, the paint stays in the engraved part of the words. The "Watch Me Grow" saying on the board that I put on there. I'll sand this entire red spot off. It takes a little bit. I tilt the sander a little bit to get the edge of the sander. That takes the paint off a little bit quicker than if you're just going over it with the sander flat. That would take forever. So I turn it, give it a little tilt, and just use the edge of the sander and let it pull off that red paint that's on top of the word. All right, after that I take my other brush, I just brush all the dust out of the letters, and I'll put the vacuum cleaner over it, chop back and suck up the dust out of the cracks. And I'm getting this thing ready to put some stain on. I'm going to use, I believe it was an early American stain that I'm using on this. But that's the way it's going to look now, and then I get ready to stain it. And this is the finished product after I completely finished it.